Yes, I'm back. Today I have the 2024 BeautyLish Lucky Box, the XL size. If you are one of my amazing subscribers or longtime watchers, you know I've been gone quite a while. And if you're new, welcome. I am going to share a little bit about what's been going on with me, but let's get into this box. As always, there is beautiful packaging. Tag says, the dragons on this year's lucky bag symbolize good luck and fortune along with power and change. We hope these surprises offer you moments of self-love that help you tap into your power in 2024. That all sounds good to me. Out of curiosity, I went back and watched my video from the 2023 lucky bag, and some of the stuff I liked. I did use all the stuff. There was a face wash, there was some hair stuff from Orbe. I used those up. The Natasha Denona face palette, I actually went and dug that out. It's what I used for my makeup today. It didn't end up being that there was anything I absolutely loved. So I'm curious to see how this year's measures up. Again, in no particular order, and I will be putting the names and prices of stuff down here for you. The first thing, it's very soft, very fluffy. I think these are ponytail holders. It says made from organic cotton, the Kitsch Scrunchie. And I use scrunchies like this in the evening when I'm cleaning my face to get my hair out of my face. So I'm sure I will use these. Not something I would go purchase, but so be it. I tell you, it feels kind of weird to be doing this again, but I have missed it. It's been quite a journey over these last, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months. How long have I been gone? Anyway, oh! Hindash. Okay, this is a brand I am familiar with. I believe he's a makeup artist. And this is something called Heroline. Heroline. Beautiful packaging. I love that. And it is liquid eyeliner. And my oldest kiddo is gonna love this. I don't use liquid eyeliner, but my oldest, who is now 20, does. They are getting ready to move out in probably the next month or two with their partner. I'm ready. I am going to miss them like crazy. If you've been watching me for years and years, I used to do unboxings with them. And yeah, it's time. It's time. Also on that note, my youngest, my son, is 18. He's a senior in high school. He is all done with his college applications. Only one is going to the state in Washington. The rest, SoCal. I can hardly blame him. Okay, a big heavy box. Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Light, lightweight miracle moisturizer. I have had the original of this, her Magic Cream. It was fine. I didn't love it. I honestly didn't see what all the hype was about. So I will be curious to try the light version. This has an SPF 20 in it. Of course, I have to keep preaching this. We don't rely on this for SPF. We always use dedicated SPF 365. Yeah, so my son, he's my kiddo. Like, I totally get him. I feel like we're wired up the same. Nobody can make me laugh as hard as he does. I am gonna miss him like crazy. From Wayne Goss, this is one of his kohl eyeliner pencils. I have several of these. I really like them. This is Obsidian, so that should be either black or something very dark. It's black. I don't really use black eyeliner anymore. I find it's just too harsh, and I guess I'm gonna have to see if my 20-year-old wants that. Since I'm on the verge of being an empty nester, I find myself getting really bored in the afternoons, and I was wondering, should I go back to work? A makeup brush from Sonia G. I love her brushes, but this one was a little mushed in shipping. I'm sure that I can fix that. These are always natural hair brushes. The barrel on this is walnut. I like the tapered shape. I really like that when I'm doing my makeup. And this is one of my favorite sizes and shapes. I love this for doing my crease. You know, when you've got smaller eyelids like I do, I find what works well for me is using smaller brushes. So I absolutely am looking forward to using this. Anyway, so I found myself really bored. I was thinking, gee, do I go back to work? Just for your information, the last time I had a real kind of 9-to-5 job was in marketing, and that was more than 20 years ago, coming up on 25 years ago. I don't know if this is pronounced R+CO, R and Company. I don't know what this is. I'm very familiar with this brand. I'm sure you are as well. This is a balancing scalp scrub and shampoo. I hope it's not too gritty. I have a scalp scrub plus shampoo from Sephora, and it's very granular. It's a very weird product. I've used it a few times. I think I'm just going to pitch it. So hopefully this is a little more refined. With this kind of either clarifying shampoo or scalp scrub shampoo, I use it once or twice a month and always follow with a deep conditioner. Anyway, so I was bored thinking about going back to work, but a regular full-time marketing job, did I get to that? And I wasn't sure that I wanted a full-time job. That would be a really big change in my day-to-day life. But I was curious about working again. Oh, from Mob Beauty, we got something like this last year. And is this just the, yeah, this is just the lipstick holder. Oops. Which is a nice holder. It clasps together really well, so it doesn't come open in your bag. I'm sure there's a tube of something in here. I do love that all of their packaging is recyclable. It is very earth-friendly. I have to see what color this is while I'm getting this open. Anyway, I got a contract job. A dear friend of mine that I used to work with back in the day was with a startup, and oh my gosh, I loved contract work. It was cybersecurity. I got to do all this research, learn a bunch of stuff, help them figure out how they wanted to differentiate themselves, what they want their messaging to be. Loved it. Okay, here is the insert for that lipstick tube. Okay, I'm not optimistic about the shade. What I do know from last year is it should be sheerer than this looks. Let's find out. No, that is bold. That is really red. That is not a shade I will wear. My oldest might though. They are going to get a good haul from this. From Good Molecules, it's a brand I know and like. This is a hyaluronic acid serum. I can always use that. Might take it to my second home and leave it there, so I've got a good one over there. All right, I'm not upset about that. Anyway, did the contract work, loved it, but you know, startups, and it kind of fizzled out. So here I am again. I would totally love to do another contract gig, but those are really hard to find. Oh, from Natasha Denona, this is a highlighter. I can say that I don't really use highlighter. I will say since I took my break from YouTube, which if I think it's been 6 months, maybe it's been 8 months, maybe more, I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. Part of the reason why I went on hiatus was my skin went crazy and I just did not feel like shooting. I wasn't wearing any makeup. It took me months to get my skin back to normal. I don't doubt but what this is an amazing highlighter. Like I said, even getting ready to shoot this is more makeup than I have worn in a very long time. Yeah, all kinds of things shifting and changing. Okay, oh no. I'm disappointed because the palette that is in this, I already own. From Danessa Myricks, this Neutrals palette that she came out with. I was so curious about this, and this retails, I'm gonna put it down here, but it retails I think like in the mid 80s, $84 maybe. And Trend Mood. Do you follow Trend Mood on Insta? Anyway, she also does now the Trend Mood box. She's been doing them for a long time. I've gotten them twice. The last time I got it was just like a couple months ago. I got it because this palette was in that box along with a bunch of other stuff, and the box was like 50 bucks. So I knew if nothing else, it was worth it to get this palette at a really good deal. And I will say, I like this palette. I'm not gonna open it. I'll insert some pictures here. What's really interesting about it, it's for your full face. Eyes, cheeks, lips. You'll see that each color is separated, like there's a small section and a big section because one is a cream-based product, one is powder-based. And I will say I mostly just use it on my eyes. I don't know that I've ever used it on anything else. Danessa is a makeup artist, so if that's your world, one, I'm wondering why you're watching me. But I think that's really useful when you're a makeup artist, is kind of being able to custom blend stuff for clients and whatnot. So for me, not being a makeup artist, I just like having a nice neutral palette that I can use. Well, I've added all this stuff up, $366. So I think it was $175. So not bad. Like I said, if I didn't already own this, and this was only $65 as you saw on the screen, this would have been an absolute highlight for me. Anyway, if you're still here, oh my gosh, thank you. You must be one of my dear subscribers. So part of why I've also been gone is I just can't keep posting about makeup. I can't. It just doesn't seem that important to me anymore. I own way too much of it. Anywho, so I'm trying to figure out what would be useful to you, what would be useful to me. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I'm having a great time getting in touch with all these people I worked with like 25 years ago, but I don't want a 9-to-5 job. Like I said, I love doing contract work, but that's kind of hard to find. And I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So reach out to me, comment down below, DM me on Insta. I'm KrisOver50 on Insta. Yeah, let's just figure out what we're going to do. Thanks so much for being here.